Hello, this is week 5 of the Valhalla Pokemon League, and so far, spoilers in 3, 2, 1. We haven't lost yet. We've got 2 wins, like legit, and 2 forfeit wins, so we're currently 4-0. So, can we continue this perfect track record? We'll see. This week we are facing against Chewie, and this team consists of Hydreigon, Mega Swampert, Nihilego, Dusknoir, Lucario, Gliscor, Volcarona, Garbodor, Shiinotic, and Furfrou. So, looking at that team, there is literally one Mon above 100. That's getting Furfrou is pretty cool. Nihilego. So this team is Deslo and it does not have a rain setter. So speed creeping is very easy on my end. With that in mind, I've got a Lowland Raichu with a Life Orb, Psychic, Grass Knot, Hidden Power, Ice, and Volt Switch. Grass Knot being for the Swampert, since that's the most logical switch and the only reliable switching. Hidden Power Ice for the Gliscor and Hydreigon. And Volt Switch for initiative, just max special attack. The rest is in HP and some SPDF. See if I can list some hits. The Tapu Koko is a terrain extender, so because I'm also bringing a Lucha, I want that terrain on the field as long as I can get it. And without an electric type, Chewie cannot exploit it. Reached Carmine Thunderbolt does Dingley. So this is a setup Tapu Koko with a lot of speed investment for a Scarfer. I'd imagine Scarf. Not a Scarfer. It was for a max speed Timid Nihilego. So hopefully you could take advantage of that. The Hawlucha, Electric Seed and Burden, Rock Slide for the Volcarona, trying to avoid any flame body burns. Acrobatics, High Jump Kick, and Sword Dance, because a lot of the team is scared out, so I can get some free setup, hopefully. Mamoswine is Assault Vest again, this time for Vacuum Wave on Lucario and for the Volcarona, and makes it an ideal switch in Nihilego since it resists post stabs. Earthquake, Knockoff, Nice Crash, and Ice Shard. This hits the team completely, and hopefully Knockoff I can knock off some valuable items. The Skuntank is Black Sludge for recovery, Taunt to stop the rockers, and the hopefully further setup. Hidden Power Ground, since this thing didn't really have much, good coverage. Hidden Power Ground hit the Lego, which would normally stay on this, as well as Lucario. Memento to as a last ditch effort to take hits from Mons, and Foul Play mainly for the Mega Swampert due to its massive attack stat. I can actually stay on it. And Melodic again, Flame Orb, Marvel Scale, Scold, Haze, because again, set up with a Volcarona, Beast Boost on the Lego, potentially a setup Gliscor, potentially a setup Lucario. So haze those stats away. All good. Recover and Toxic. Toxic does hit a decent amount of the team. I mean, they only have. Perhaps that should have been Ice Beam instead. Well, I mean, the Gliscor wants it. Anyway, moving on. Going into the match, I brought these things, and we're going to start off slow. So, they lead the Hydreigon, and here I find out it's probably Scarfed, judging by the U-turn. So I'm going to click Icicle Crash, and I miss. That would have been a lot of damage against the Swampert. So I am forced to switch into my Melodic and take a Waterfall, which I take pretty well, and I trigger the Flame Orb. And it's at this point, he's going to switch into the Gliscor, which was... I would call that misplay. I mean, I had no reason not to click Scald. Even if they weren't predicting Scald, Ice Beam would hit Hydreigon. So there was no reason for the Gliscor to hard switch like that. So they worked out. And the Lucario comes in, and I'm just going to cover, predicting an Earthquake from the Gliscor. Surprised I didn't bring rocks. The Lucario clicks Dream Punch does a decent amount, but I click Scald and grab the burn. So this thing is completely nerfed and will not do much against me. And this starts to get a bit stally, so I'm just going to skip ahead a couple turns as they switch into the Volcarona. And I've switched into the Coco, and I'm getting a bit cocky here. I had to set up on the Volcarona. Luckily, I take that Flamethrower, and I'm just gaining health on it. So I continue to set up. So at this point, I roost again and switch out. So now I cannot Oko the Swampert. Although, again, Swampert wasn't an ideal switch in. I mean, I could have a Cross Knot, or they had seen Carmine, Roost, and that was it. So Thunderbolt and Grass Knot would have been decent coverage. So I switch in the Holucha, since Waterfall wouldn't Oko me, and I get a free switch in, and I'm going to click Swords Dance. And they decided to go for rocks, and Acrobatics does a huge chunk. And had they not gone for rocks, I would have been 2 KO'd. But luckily for me, they did it. And again, Acrobatics does just enough. And okay, so they're playing quite defensively. So they just seen Swords Art. I could just Swords Art again and won the game. Nothing else spared me because I was activated a burden. So I would have just swept through the rest of the team at +4. But they've got the Protect, so they're just enough health left to take this next hit, but then they switch into Lego, which doesn't take it. It like the resisted hit. So I click that. I managed to land the Rock Slide. And so in Lucario, I stay to click Acrobatics. In comes the Dragon. All I have to do is land the high jump kick, I win. But 90% accurate moves. Missed the Icicle Crash first turn. When I need it most, I missed the high jump kick. And Holucha, exactly 50%, goes down. So the Hydreigon is locked in. It's going to click U-turn, but this gives me a free Icicle Crash. So as long as I can land it, something is going down. And I land it. So Swampert is down. It's just Gliscor and Hydreigon left, and neither of them want to take hits from Mamoswine. But this thing is scarfed, so I do not want to take a Flash Cannon or a Flamethrower. Quick switch into Skuntank. And I go for the Memento. This was a bit overcautious, as you'll see. But I didn't want, it to be a case of high rolls. So -2, I only take 8%. And I land the Icicle Crash, and I can finish this off with an Ice Shard. And I'm not sure how much speed was invested in this Gliscor, because Speed. There we go. So that is win number 3, making a total of 5 wins. So your Luton Chatters are 5-0. So I am pretty confident for this season because this is a 9-week season. And I've won over half my games, so looking forward to next week. Thanks for watching.